those things will change your life. I know, thinking about it, I think it's been the thing, like I say, those are the things that have meant most to me and have had the most impact on my life. There, I'll shut up and see what y'all have to say. Something further, I mean, maybe it's a topic for another night. If you want some theological deep think at its darkest and murkiest, St. Maximus the Confessor talks about the purification of the passions, which is the active life, the purification, then illumination, then union with God. But once you begin to purify the soul, then the next stage in his spiritual development is what he calls theoria physici, natural contemplation, which is contemplation of the natural world, so that you can see the world as a creature, so you can begin to see the divine energies through creation and to see the world as God intended it to be, rather than as we selfishly want it to be. And so, what I'm saying, the way I put it is just sort of a little more in layman's terms, but it's actually well grounded, not only in our theology, but in our experience. Yeah, but I sometimes get it. You'll get guys who say, "Oh, Father, I can't go to the gym. The women, they're dressed so scantily. I mean, it's just, my imagination just runs wild." You say, "Yeah, I know they dress the same way at my gym, and it's not the fact that I'm 63. I'm not that old, okay." But I learned early on to uncouple the natural appreciation of a woman's beauty, which is hardwired in us by God, to separate that from wanting to undress her with my eyes and lust after her. You know how I did it? I simply thank God for making women so beautiful. Thank you, Jesus, for making women so beautiful. And I found that the lustful desires went away, and I could still appreciate beautiful women. They don't bother me anymore. It's a simple sort of thing.